forever.
Eventually.
Show with Pons and Dan in a TV flow. Geeks for sure with tales to tell. Every Sunday is pretty swell. Good times here, you'll want some more. Remember days you can't ignore. Kids and family, friends so dear. Join us now, the crew is here. On the artifact, save the world with Sarah at their side. Oh go, Sunday fun with joy and cheer. Flip side, flip, let's all revere. Shows from days gone by, epic moments never die. Internet was such a blast, fun with friends, let's make it last. Time to laugh and time to chat, geek out hard and that's a fact. Sarah's here to add the spice, memories that feel so nice. Love the artifact, save the world with Sarah at their side. Oh go, Sunday fun with joy and cheer. Flip side, flip, let's all revere. Save the world with Sarah at their side. Oh girl, Sunday's fun with joy and cheer. Flip side, flip, let's all revere. Movie shows from days gone by, epic moments never die. Internet was such a blast, fun with friends, let's make it last. Time to laugh and time to chat, geek out hard and that's a fact. Sarah's here to add the spice, memories that feel so nice. Like the artifact, save the world with Sarah at their side. Oh go, Sunday's fun with joy and cheer. Flip side, flip, let's all revere.
Hello, everyone. Oh, again.
Yeah. Crystal Lake. Hello,
Jason.
everybody.
How you doing? Good to see you.
Yeah, it's,
Welcome to the show.
Now, he didn't start wearing that mask until the third one, right?
Third one, yeah.
Yeah. First one, it was just sort of a burlap sack over his head or something, if I remember correctly.
So great. So I was going to be on BBB's show, right? And I grabbed this Jason Voorhees mask I've had on the wall for like forever. And I just kind of took the little thing off of it and wore it for the show to be on with BBB on Brainbenders Banners. And after the show, I took the mask off and all that, and we were talking, and I noticed something, and I was like, what does that mean? And it says, inside the mask, it says 43 of 692. I get to reading on this stupid little piece of cardboard, and you wouldn't think with a mask looking like something like it came from the bleeding dollar store or something, right? You wouldn't think this is for 43 of 692.
So it's a collector's item.
Crafted New Line Cinema limited edition, would you? And I keep thinking to myself, well, maybe I should have slept that together. But,
yeah, maybe you should have. Hey, Mountain Girl. Brilliant, though. We love your collector's mask there. It's, gosh dang, brilliant.
So that's New Hampshire Mountain Girl? I'm a Cape Codder here. We're practically neighbors.
Yeah, but you shouldn't get caught up with that mountain girl. She's crazy. She's got all the okay, she's not though, but she's got the stuff that off-grid living. There you go. She does some of that First Amendment stuff. It's pretty good. Good time over there. Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. Nice meeting you.
Mm-hmm.
And we got a bunch of people joining us today.
Right.
Yeah, I was gonna,
Michael, how you
better,
feeling, man?
Michael?
Are you out of the hospital yet, bro? Oh, hey, neighbor. And let's see, we got Esmeralda, we got only 257. Yeah, 257. You told me you lived in Boston. Ages ago. In fact, you keep telling me you're gonna come down to Cape Cod and come to my restaurant someday. Do it soon. We might be closing for the season pretty soon. What you mean? How's it going, Esmeralda? Mike, again, I hope you're out of the hospital. Let's see who else we got. Snarks Ass. Hey, Snarks Ass, how you doing?
It's like my flock's in the house. I don't know about her. She's crazy.
Oh, she's nuts. She's nuts.
Lawrence does all the official greetings for the show and says, "Hey to everybody." I just go, "Hello, all."
There you go.
No,
Hello,
but
everyone.
I'm sure I'm gonna miss somebody, but I saw Zuper and the Bud Files.
Oh yeah, I
And
also want to say happy birthday week to Geek because he
That's
had
right.
the birthday stuff. That's why we didn't go live with him this morning. Let me get some more
he's celebrating
sleep.
his birthday.
Yeah, I have to say, and don't let this go to Tug's head or anything, but I really miss it when he don't do a show. It's like this certain time slot in the day I have trouble filling now because that's always what I do on Sunday afternoon after breakfast. Is I sit back, I smoke a big fat cigar, and I watch Tug and you and Sarah. And when that don't happen, I'm like find myself sitting there going, "What's happening? This ain't right. It's the Mandela effect again." Something.
Yeah, then I get these like disheveled video pictures. I don't know what to do with myself type stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I had the dreaded lighter incident where I went to light a cigar. Well, actually, I was lighting something else, but I won't go there. And I went to light something, and the lighter exploded and set my face and my glasses and my hair on fire. So now I've got burns on the side of my face that I'm having to wait to shave till they heal up because I don't know.
I shouldn't laugh. But anyways, he's very disheveled.
So a lot of people say Cape Cod is just too far away. I suppose it is if you live in Florida, or other states equally far. So Gary and Tug, I give you both a hall pass. More than this, and I understand 257.
This is great. I'll let the beard grow out, and I'll get a hat with a pickle on it, and then we'll both have glasses, both have the same hat on, and both have the same beard, and people will be like, "What the hell?" They won't be able to.
And Sarah, you can grow a beard too.
Yes. I work on that instantly. Gonna get me the beard. I'm working on it.
I don't know. I don't see how you do it, man, because it's like 4 or 5 days now, and it's already driving me crazy. My face feels like a porcupine's rear end.
Well,
you know how the beard started. I'll tell you how the beard started. The beard started. I was working in you guys have Cumberland Farms in your area? The second-rate
I have not yet.
convenience store change. Yeah, it's a second-rate convenience store. But anyway, I was working for this convenience store, and the manager had gone on vacation. I was the assistant manager, so I was running the place. And of course, the entire staff decides they're going to just not show up because the boss isn't around, right? Assistant manager didn't cut it. So I'm doing like 70, 75-hour weeks. I don't have time to shave. I literally just stopped shaving. One of my regular customers, this snarky girl, she comes in. She was cool, but she always had something wise to say. She comes in, she goes, "So, are you growing a beard or just getting lazy?" And I go, "Oh no, I'm growing a beard." And initially it was just as a joke, but then I went home and I went, I trimmed a little here and there. I go, "Yeah, you know what? I will keep the beard."
The last time I had facial hair was in 1996 when I had the goatee that looked like Stone Cold Steve Austin right there, buddy. Austin 316 was the look, and I had the big black goatee. And then they made me shave it off for my job at the time. Apparently, facial hair wasn't a good idea.
Yeah, Steve Austin, he went through the whole Anton LaVey thing. He looked like Anton LaVey on steroids, with the goatee and the bald head, like that.
Everybody you could have chose, you chose Anton LaVey.
He's my go-to. What can I say? Anton LaVey is my go-to. I could have gone Alice.
Couldn't say one of the biker dudes from I don't know, Dawn of the Dead, Day of Dawn of the Dead or something,
Yeah, I work with what I got.
Yeah, no. Sorry, I forgot what we were doing.
Talking about
birds.
Halloween. Since we're all reminiscing about last Halloween, we're talking about Halloween this season.
Yeah, well, and the suspicious absence of Sarah's birds.
Yes.
Yeah, are they on vacation?
I think the government took the birds and replaced them with an exact replica.
Oh, is that what you think?
Oh, I was worried if the government got them. You saw what happened to Sparky the squirrel on YouTube, right?
I know, but I have a pretty good idea.
No.
There's some. I'd have to look it up. Apparently, some guy had a YouTube famous pet squirrel, and the government seized his squirrel and euthanized it. And now YouTube's having an outrage over the squirrel.
Well, don't show your nuts on YouTube, and you should be okay, right? And Cord likes to show his nuts all the time, but maybe no.
Why would they euthanize a squirrel?
I didn't care enough to watch the whole story. I just read the headlines. I'm not
did the thing have rabies? I mean,
I just honestly, I don't know.
Well, I think the squirrel was impersonating you, Pons, and there was a petition that Geek could put out, and it just got out of control, and now that's a thing.
Oh my God!
At the risk of offending our squirrel fans, I really don't have no use for the hairy tree rats. I don't. The only squirrels or anything like that I want to see is in a cartoon like Chip and Dale or SpongeBob, where Warren lives under the ocean. I don't really care much for the real squirrels.
I just want to put out one thing while we have a second here before the comment goes. Jacqueline from Oars. Previously known Spooky Creepy J. I don't know if any of you have gone to Jacqueline's channel. Does some amazing retrospects, usually on short-lived horror TV shows. Did a great one from the Masters of Horror series not too long ago. Speaking of zombies, about a girl who, well, I better not say anything. I don't want to give the game away. But Jacqueline, so glad you could make it tonight, by the way. Thank you for dropping by. That's awesome. Welcome as always, and happy belated Halloween.
What? That's crazy.
Oh, Dave's here. Mr. Sunscript, Dave.
Greetings, Dave.
Hi, Dave. We're doing stuff.
Have you seen this latest post on John Lennon visiting Happy Days, the set of Happy Days? I'm like, how could I not have known this fun fact?
Hi, Free.
Huge Happy Days fan as a kid, huge Beatles fan to this day. How could I have not known this? It's just, it boggles the mind. So, Dave, thank you for finding an anecdote that even I hadn't heard of before.
You hadn't heard of something that's crazy.
Yeah, I know. Me, I hadn't heard of it. That's just, I may have heard about it.
Did it make you freeze up?
Not quite that bad.
Okay, because I've seen some humdingers thrown at you. You're just like,
well, did you ever hear like an anecdote or a fun fact, and you're like, I couldn't possibly have not known this? Like, one of my favorite albums of all time is Bat Out of Hell. One of my favorite comic artists of all time is Richard Corbin. Richard Corbin did the cover art for Bat Out of Hell. I'm like, there is no way I could not have known this. I must have known it when I was a teenager and forgot. There's no way I couldn't have known it. But every now and then,
teenager?
Life throws a curveball.
Oh my God, I couldn't tell you who done one album cover of any band on
But wait. I think we're glancing over the fact that you were a teenager. That's crazy.
Well, decades ago.
That's insane. I just can't picture you as a teenager. Like, I can picture Dad as one for sure. He acts like one still. It's easy. But like you, man.
We're going back 40 years.
pictures to prove.
Pictures. Yeah, pictures. We all know what kind of pictures you have.
Better not go there.
They're,
Better not go
they're all
there.
the kind of pictures that end with or begin with this story. I was young and I needed the money.
The only
The
pictures I got like
Pleistocene
that,
age.
the only pictures I got like that are of you.
Yeah, I went to 1 million BC. It was all about life in the future. I stole that from somewhere. Borrowed it for the occasion.
The way it sounded, you might have stolen that from Corey's Comedy Channel.
No, because it would be funny if he. Oh, never mind.
Oh, by the way, Corey, congratulations on the monetization. Very proud of
Oh
you.
yeah,
You worked
good
very hard
job.
for it.
Yeah, I
Very
left
proud of you.
him a message earlier on his chat and said congratulations on being monetized. And now you can try to figure out how to spend that $4.27 you'll get every month.
You got to start somewhere. You know?
Right? And it starts with your donations to him. And, there you go.
Years ago, when I first got monetized, I got all excited when I got my first little money from YouTube. I run out and bought a loaf of bread and some ham.
Lots of the big time spenders.
All it would get, but I got that. I had YouTube bought me dinner.
A celebratory sandwich.
He knows how to get us, a big celebration there. He's like, and we're gonna have bread and ham. Whoa. It's amazing. Right? The two things together.
If you got enough to buy some meat, especially these days, don't get me started.
I
thought you were impressed by the fact that you could buy $100 worth of groceries and carry with one hand. You're like buff now or something. I remember you typing that in someone's chat.
But then again, I was talking to BBB and some other people last night, and apparently in California, a dozen eggs cost like $5 now or something.
Oh yeah, it's like $5.25 here.
Ridiculous. And it kind of
if the Dollar General's got them, you can get them for like $3.75 now. But that's about the best you're going to get on Cape Cod.
I'm so glad I live in South Carolina where we actually got farms that have chickens, and I can run down to the local store and get a dozen eggs for $1.49.
Wait a second. I thought chickens didn't exist. I thought the government was replacing them with exact replicas.
In South Carolina, we don't got them steroid fake chickens. We got the real ones.
Steroid fake chickens. What are you saying?
We don't got the fruit of the God.
My neighbor, one of the people in my neighborhood has a rooster. And this thing, I don't know if it has like a bad body clock or what, but day and night. It's like it could be broad daylight, it could be dark. I thought, what happened to crowing at dawn? This thing just crows all the time. Or as I should say, it did. I haven't heard it in a while.
Yeah, why? You know what you do? You know what you do to the stupid rooster that don't know to crow in the morning and crow at night? The one that crows all day, he turns into chicken soup.
I was going to say, yeah, I think my neighbor had him for dinner. I think he's like, well, we've had enough of you.
Yeah. There you go. My birds scream all the time.
The only bird we can talk crap about is chickens.
Teb, what's going on, brother?
I did a song about chickens. I'm a chicken. All right. Anyways.
Yes.
We have a topic, I think.
A topic?
That first part of the show, that right there, is called the introduction.
We just sort of babble for 20 minutes.
Hey, Johnny Carson's always did a monologue too, right there, buddy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but his had a point. We just sort of ramble.
Yeah, well, that's YouTube for you. Pointless. There you go.
So anyway, I believe, Danny, you wanted to open up, since we're reminiscing about Halloween, since it was a whole 4 days ago. Favorite Halloween movies, like your memory about a movie that you saw on Halloween. So anybody want to open?
Ladies first. We'll let Sarah
ladies first. What movie do you automatically associate with Halloween and why?
Okay, so a movie that I automatically associate with Halloween and why? That would definitely be Death Becomes Her.
Oh,
because the first time I saw it was at a Halloween party when I was a kid. It was on VHS and we watched it. It was awesome. And it was a good movie and I really liked it.
I'll buy that. I'll buy that. Yeah.
I think I was like 3rd grade, maybe 4th grade, something like that. Yeah.
So this must have been right when it came out. This, or at least.
Oh yeah, yeah. They got it from this place called Blockbuster. Oh yeah, I was a cool kid. I watched my friends' parents' movies at their house. Shh, don't tell anybody.
I had this ERS video I liked a lot better.
Oh,
They had Johnny
yeah.
movies for $1.99.
Well, I remember mine, and I'm sure some of you heard the story before, but I'm going to share it anyway. This would have been Halloween '85-ish. I had actually gone out. That it was a school night, but I had special permission to go out that night because it was Halloween.
You got permission.
I did. I had permission to go out on a school night when I was in high school. So anyway, so I go out. I come home. My buddies had already decided we were going to meet back when I got home. They were already there. And I come home and they go, Bob, come on in. You have to see this great new scary movie we just happened to catch. And I go, okay, what's it called? They go, Night of the Living Dead.
No, that's a good movie.
And I fell. It's the first time I saw it. And I fell in love with this movie. And it had just, because it was public domain, it came out on videotape, literally around the same time. And I still, to this day, I bought a VHS copy. I still have that copy. I have about 4 or 5 on DVD, which I got here, there, or anywhere. But I still have the videotape copy. And I have lost count of how many times I have seen this movie. It remains, to this day, my favorite Halloween movie of all time.
You know, I've probably seen Night of the Living Dead way up there in the number of times. It'd be very high. And just like Night of the Living Dead, there's a lot of them old classic movies because of Shock Theater showing them over and over and over when I was a kid. You know, I've probably seen the same movie 2 or 3 times a year for 10 years.
Well, the funny thing about Night of the Living Dead was originally it was considered inappropriate for television. It was only being shown for years in like these like rinky-dink little theaters in like New York and other stuff, almost as like an adult film because it was unrated. It wasn't until, and Tug was actually talking about this as well the other day. I remember it was when they were like starting to lax TV restrictions that they decided to go ahead and air it. I believe it first aired on Night Flight, to be honest with you. But a local station in my area also aired it for 2 reasons. One,
I think it was on TBS.
Ooh, I think you're right. Between the relaxed restrictions, it was also, and the public domain, so they don't have to pay for it. It was the perfect movie event.
You know, the minute I said that, I thought to myself, yeah, and Chance Bartels probably got it on VHS somewhere the night it aired.
Yeah, and he's probably got it on all the millimeters of films, of course.
Oh
and
my God!
Viewmaster as well, plus comic books. Yeah. All the scripts for it on the paper of all that thing and the storyboards, and yep, he's got it all. You know it. If Chance Patel doesn't have it, then it doesn't exist. There you go.
There you go. Oh yeah, Steve said he liked Abbott Costello Frankenstein. Yeah. I always loved that one as a kid, but one of the things I always thought was the funniest thing about it was apparently Costello hated the script. He didn't want to make the movie. He thought it wasn't very funny. In fact, he actually said, "I've seen funnier things on a tombstone." But Universal made him make it, and it's been one of the most well received.
I have seen some really funny things on tombstones, so that is an accurately good statement there. I love that. It is #facts.
Okay. I used to go to the theater, and I remember seeing Night of the Living Dead for the first time in the theater. And what it was is the local Rat Palace, the theater around here, the Osteen. What we called it because later on in life it had mouses that would run around while you tried to watch a movie and steal your popcorn. But these mice were so big they would hold you at knife point and take your stuff. but
No doubt.
they would have regular movies for the first two shows, like from 8 to 10 and 10 to 12. But at midnight, they'd have what they called the midnight double feature. And they'd show stuff like Night of the Living Dead or Rocky Horror Picture Show or old classic B movies from the 1950s and 60s. And we wouldn't go see the big expensive movies. We'd go see the $2 midnight matinees and get two cheap movies for a couple bucks. So we'd have more money for popcorn and stay out at 4 o'clock in the morning watching horror movies all night.
Oh yeah, we didn't. The only midnight movie we really had around here, they showed Rocky Horror, and every now and then, because it was like a 2-screen cinema, sometimes they'd show something on the other screen. A buddy of mine saw Pieces that way, but sadly they would only show one midnight movie. They wouldn't do like a whole series of them.
But if I had to put a nail on you see, that's just it. When I think Halloween memories, I think of growing up as a child, and y'all got good movies, and my movies like got Jeff Goldblum riding a horse, and Sleepy Hollow from Disney when I was a kid. That
was a good one too. My grandma had me watching that.
You know, the fun Halloween movies of your childhood.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like
Edgar Bob Crane
Disney movie.
I remember Jeff Goldblum doing The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, and for years I thought I was the only one who saw it because no one knew what I was talking about when I mentioned it. In fact, help a brother out here. The girl he was in love with. I can't believe I can't think of her name, but the girl he was in love with that he and Ron Bones are.
I didn't remember that.
But her father was played by Mr. Woodman from Welcome Back, Kotter, the vice president who was always tormenting them.
Wow,
little trivia there, yeah.
You know, I remember a lot of it, but not every little person who played parts and stuff.
Well, I remember that because I was a big Welcome Back, Kotter fan at the time. In fact, do you know when I saw that? I saw that. It was one of my favorite Halloweens. Buddy of mine. I'm going back. I think I was 12. My friend would have been like 10 or 11. His family owned a house in Great Barrington, Rhode Island, and they were going down there for the weekend, and they invited me to go with them. And Great Barrington, Rhode Island, I don't know if anyone's ever been there. It looks like an old town out of like a New England Halloween movie. It's this like really, really cool ancestral New England town. It's great. We went trick-or-treating. People just like giving out like massive amounts of candy. It was like one of the best hauls of my trick-or-treating career. But the coolest thing was when we got back, there was a TV station showing like a horror movie marathon, and the Jeff Goldblum, Ichabod Crane, Legend of Sleepy Hollow was one. Squirm was another. It was the first time I ever saw Squirm, which actually freaked us out.
I like that.
That freaked me out when I was a kid. That movie really made
it did an impact on me too. I didn't know what it was called, and I asked Chance. I was like, "Hey, Chance, what's the movie called?" And I described it. He was like, "Oh, Squirm." And I'm like, Squirm. "Yeah, good, that one." Yeah, I remember that. I remember like the bathtub filling up with like the worms, and it goes from like the water sound to the. Yeah.
And then the guy that get into his brain, he kind of becomes possessed by the worms.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, when you're 12 years old, that stuff's scary.
I was younger.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Another good movie, like I wouldn't say from my childhood, but I will say from my youth. Has you ever seen Night of the Creeps?
Oh, yeah.
Night of the Creeps. Yeah. I doubt Sarah's seen that one. And if she did, she'd have been there for a month.
I never had nightmares ever. That's not what I do.
I always had nightmares.
Night of the Creeps probably would.
Dude, I see red asphalt. How
about, has anyone else seen The Dark Knight of the Scarecrow?
No.
That actually scared the Jesus out of me when I was a kid. I was visiting my grandparents in Plymouth, and my cousins and I would sort of taken over the lower level of the house. It was like a family room, and again, it was Halloween, and again, so we're watching these scary movies, and this one it's about a guy, Larry Drake, the guy from L.A. Law. They think he attacked the little girl, so this vigilante group go and kill him. But when they
Makes
kill him,
sense.
he's hiding in a scarecrow. And so what happens, the scarecrow comes back for revenge. And it's a really freaky movie. Charles Durning's in it. He plays the principal bad guy. But again, it's one of the movies where either you saw it or you've never heard of it, you know.
Okay, I never heard of it then.
Well, clearly you haven't heard of it, or you would have
Yes,
said, "Oh yeah, I
clearly.
saw it."
Yeah, no, I did not. That is true. But
What's
I
it
did
called?
see most of Cannibal Holocaust.
Ooh.
Ah! Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen all of that. I probably got that on DVD actually.
I have it
Unfortunately,
on DVD.
That
I've
would
never
not
watched
surprise
it.
me that you would have that, Dan. Now I question a great many things.
and I've got Faces of Death Part 1 through 5 on DVD somewhere, and
Really,
Right.
really.
a lot of other horrible stuff.
Hmm.
Oh, it answered your question, Dan. It's called The Dark Night of the Scarecrow.
Yeah, I think that was actually a sci-fi movie, wasn't it?
Could have been. Maybe.
There's 2 or 3 of them Scarecrow movies from sci-fi. That's really kind of spooky, actually.
Holy cow! Look who's here. Atomic Snack Bar is here.
Wow.
Hey, Atomic Snack Bar. How are you doing, my brother? Somebody want to give Atomic Snack Bar a link? He's been putting out some amazing. He
Well-
just put out a retrospect on the works of Harryhausen, specifically the Sinbad movies. It's amazing.
Yeah, I'm running a show, so I really can't. And Dan's sort of doing the show too, so he really can't.
Well, I'm sure somebody will.
Well, I
But-
can't because I actually don't even have a wrench.
Well, you would be able to do it in your own chat, and you have a wrench on my side as well. So
Well,
what?
what?
Yeah, I tried to do a handheld live stream where I was just shooting the screen and doing it to my channel, but apparently it didn't work out real well. So,
Yeah, I don't know why you just don't add your channel to the actual live stream like a normal person,
I tell people just to come over here anyway.
And-
right? But
Yes, like
still.
the Steve, the that movie Magic about the mentally unstable ventriloquist. That is a freaky movie. It really is.
JC has dropped his link in my chat, so there you go.
Thank you, JC.
Thank you.
There we
JC
go.
News he's on top of everything like that. That's what he do. He's on top of things.
Excellent.
Also saw your video on Facebook today. Nice driving.
My video on driving.
No,
Oh,
no, what? No.
What?
JC
what?
News.
No, what? Oh, you saw JC. No, I'm with you. Now I'm with you. I'll say Dan's the one who does the driving videos. You do some too. I don't drive in YouTube.
I don't drive at all.
Well, I drive and run panels and chase down fires, and then Dan's there. It was fun.
We didn't start the fire.
Oh no, I never start the fires. I'm a good girl.
That's my story. I'm sticking to it.
Right? Hashtag facts.
Okay. Back to the movies. Couple of quick questions for y'all. Have y'all ever seen
Thank you,
a movie called,
Snarky.
Have y'all ever saw a movie called The Boogans?
Yes.
Sarah, you seen it?
I don't think so. Doesn't sound
It's-
familiar.
Classically good movie. It's got these creatures that live in an old mine and they go up to houses through the ventilation systems and they look like a cross between a turtle and an octopus. And they're like totally the funniest looking things that ever existed in this totally seriously played movie. I just love the boogans. It's like from the 1980s, 86 probably.
Wow.
Yeah, around the I remember because it was on HBO when
That's what I saw it.
when I was in high school and I didn't have HBO, and a kid who I knew had it, and he was all like, "I get to watch movies that you can't." Nah." And
You
I'm
know,
like,
I've actually got a VHS copy of it right over here somewhere. It's one of the
"Oh,
ones I was able to find. Yeah.
the original Last House on the Left, the one by Wes Craven." Yes, I have, and yes, that ending will haunt you. And you know exactly the part of the ending I'm talking about. You know
Okay.
that was actually based on an old Swedish movie with Max von Sydow, which I guess came from a legend or a campfire story or something. But it goes way back,
Way back.
way it goes way back, lads,
Way
way back, way
back.
back. Push
Um,
him back, push him back,
This is back. Way
way back.
back.
so have you ever saw a movie called The Funhouse?
No,
There's
but
a bell ringing in my head, but it might be my tinnitus.
I was gonna
Uh,
say it was an adult movie because that's what it sounds like.
It can be an adult movie if you watch it the right way. It's about a traveling sideshow, a carnival, where one of the guys who runs the guy who runs the funhouse has a giant mutant son. Kind of look like Jason Voorhees. You know, he has to wear a mask and be Frankenstein at the funhouse because he's so grotesque. And at one day at the carnival with the people's there, teenagers, he runs amok on a killing spree.
I can't place this movie to save my life, but something tells me I saw it. It may be one of the cases where I saw it at a friend's house or something, and we were playing Risk while watching it, so I don't really remember it. We did a lot of that.
It's kind of my specialty, movies nobody ever heard of. Prophecy, the monster movie. Now I know you've seen that.
Oh yes, about the bear that drinks the
Drinks
mercury
the evil
laced water.
plutonium Kool-Aid. No, he gets mercury methyl poisoning in the animals, causes mutations.
Mhm.
And one of the mutations is a giant bear that
Huh.
is like some of the best special effects in 80 movies that ever existed. That
And
movie
it's
had
it's
me jump.
it's funny because when you mentioned the prophecy, they automatically think the Christopher Walken franchise. I'm like, no, this was like from 1979, I want to say, maybe 1980.
This ain't no angel movie. It's
No.
the monster movie. It's actually
Yeah.
part of the title, so you don't get it confused with a bunch of stupid angel movies.
But yeah, and you're right. Very few people have seen that. You know, but yeah, I saw it. God, like I said, around 79, 80. Does that sound about right? About
I'd say 1981, maybe.
okay. I
I'm
was
not
way
gonna
off.
it might be late 70s because it was in that period when my family actually went to the movies every week. And that's and my parents would go see something really stupid and annoying, and I would go see the cheap horror movie.
What
Anything
movie that I saw?
else was a deal.
Anybody here see Wizards of Mars?
Oh, yeah.
No.
I thought I was the only person on the planet who had seen that movie until Dark Corners did a thing about it. It's basically the story of the Wizard of Oz, if they were astronauts stuck on Mars. I am not making this up. I saw it. It's a true story. I was like 12, 13 years old. It was during the summer, but I had gotten really sick, so I couldn't sleep. I went downstairs. I was like on the couch, and I had put on I was channel surfing, and it was one of those old movie channels, and they showed it at like 4 in the morning. And for years, I thought I had actually imagined it because no one else knew what I was talking about. And the only thing this movie is known for is that John Carradine, who plays a visual interpretation of what the the aliens think humans are, so he can speak to the humans. He does this like 20-minute monologue on the alien empire. Basically, it's filler material. But yeah, like no one has seen this movie or even heard of it.
Oh, I've even seen Santa Claus versus Martians before.
I saw that one too. That's
Oh,
like
of course, I own that.
special needs.
Yeah, I did.
What was that? What was that? What was that?
Pia Zadora's in that movie. It's Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. I have the MST3K version.
Oh
And yeah,
my
Pia
God,
Zadora's
what
in it.
was that?
And there's another one. There's another one where Santa Claus fights a demon. It's called Santa Claus versus the Devil or something like that. It's a Mexican kids movie, and it is surreal.
You know me, I'm horrible. I recommend Santa Slays with Bill Goldberg.
I do not.
Not familiar with that one.
Well, Bill Goldberg's kind of the evil Santa Claus Krampus, and he's like a big Santa Claus looking muscled up guy that goes on a killing spree. And it's called Santa Slays.
I get it. Santa the sleigh.
That's
As
like-
in, not like as in one horse open, but as in
Yeah, the sleigh is not sleigh, but sleigh. Yeah, you're right about the
Yeah.
sleigh.
yeah.
Oh, we got to get together sometime around Christmas and do Christmas horror movies for 100.
Yes, yes, we do.
Or Christmas
horror
science fiction.
for 100, Bob.
Or just all the Christmas movies. They're all horrible. I mean, amazing.
Well, we all know what one of my favorite Christmas movies is. Night of the Comet. And I will die on that hill. It's a Christmas movie. I will die on that hill.
Well, I always watch Die Hard on Christmas, so you know.
I was gonna say Die Hard is a great Christmas movie.
Die
That's my
Hard is actually Die Hard 1 and 2 is a Christmas movie too. Both of them are Christmas movies.
I think they all happen on Christmas, don't they?
Do they all happen on? I don't know if the third one.
Pretty
does. I know the
sure,
first
something like that.
The one in Russia, they all happen on Christmas.
In Soviet Russia, Christmas
In Russia,
happens on
we have
Yule.
Christmas too. It's just upside down or something. There, see.
Something like that. Yeah. We're both on the same page there, Sister Sarah.
And vodka. Not brought to you by any vodka, but just vodka.
The funniest thing about Santa Claus versus the Devil is, and again, they try to do filler material to like make it like a feature-length film. They go to Santa's workshop, which is not the North Pole. He lives in a cloud city like Bespin, right? And
Of
they
course.
decide to show all the children of the world helping Santa in their own little departments. And it's supposed to be this like multicultural thing where here are children from India, here are children from China, here are children from South America. And
Right
it is
on. Slave trade's epic everywhere. Good job.
but it's all these incredibly racist cliches. And when you watch it, you're like, oh, I shouldn't be watching this. It's so
So
horrible.
it's like it's a slow roll after all, just the ride. Just that's
Similar.
what it is.
Similar,
Right.
only it's actual children.
Yeah, so your eyes are actually bleeding. Yeah.
But yeah,
All
it's like a
right,
small
Pass,
one,
do
though.
better.
Oh, I'm holding back children from blank jokes.
Probably for the best.
Yeah,
I think maybe we should that with probably just as well.
I never say the jokes. I just make the innuendo that I could.
Well, anyway, family show and all that. I don't want to get a message from Pond going, "Hey, I'll never work that." You know, it's not going to be good.
I am racking my. I can't remember the night they saved Christmas. I can't remember that, and I'm like, it sounds so familiar.
Well,
It's probably so bad you can't remember it, but it's one of them ones you saw, like Grandma got run over by a reindeer. You know,
oh, dude,
you know,
that's
you
a
saw it,
great.
but you don't want to remember it.
I
Grandma
did
got
see
run over
Santa
by a
Claus versus the
reindeer.
Ice Cream Bunny. I saw that actually on the big screen, believe it or not. In fact, if memory serves, if I remember correctly, the theme park, which is gone now, but it was still open. It was in the early 70s. There was a theme park that was in Florida before they built Disney World. And when they put Disney World in, this theme park collapsed. They fought the good fight. They tried to stay open, but it's one of the reasons they filmed
Oh, I
the ice
thought
cream
you meant
bunny
like
there.
the roller coaster like collapsed.
No, they
I
went
was
out
like,
of business.
oh, Disney came and then they collapsed. So I was like, oh,
But
sabotage.
supposedly I went there as a kid. I barely remember it, but supposedly we were visiting family in Florida, and I went to this theme park.
That's
I'm
why
like,
it
you remember
collapsed.
we went there, but yeah, I saw Santa Claus and the Ice Cream Bunny on the big screen, and it is dreadful.
Dreadful.
Oh, it's so.
I never, I
It
never,
has.
will, I never will forget the look on my mom's face when we went to the theater to see this movie. This depressing. She thought it was something like a soap opera movie, real sad Christmas movie. She wanted to go see, and I don't think she got it, man, because she went to see Black Christmas. And I never will forget the look on her face coming out of that theater when she looked at me and goes, "You know, that really wasn't what I was expecting."
Well, no one was. It was the first slasher movie. Nobody knew what a slasher movie was, but before that
Yes,
movie.
well, that didn't go well. Oh, it didn't. Not for some people.
Well, no, and Superplex is right. We seem to have crossed over. We've gone from old Halloween movies into upcoming Christmas movies. So apparently,
That's brilliant.
Oh,
so you know
yeah,
what, Superplex, we're talking holiday movies. Oh, and by the way, before he scrolls over it, I have to
talking
show you
horror
guys.
movies, they just happen to be Christmas related.
Well, it can't be both. But speaking of Christmas and Halloween and Godzilla Day, which no one's mentioned, happy Godzilla Day, everyone! Happy 70th Godzilla anniversary. Mrs. Thrash got me this. It's a very awesome Godzilla miniature. It doesn't have a phone charger in it, but it's for charging your phone. You see how Godzilla's like.
It's called the cradle, but go on.
Yeah. You put the phone in here, it cradles the phone, and while it's charging, so Godzilla actually defends your phone while it's charging. This is like coolest thing ever. Thank you very much, Mrs. Thrash. There.
Good job, Mrs. Ponce. Brilliant. He's now gave us an editorial on how to use
A phone charger caddy.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Brilliant. And there you go, everyone. That is how you do it. You put the phone in the cradle, and the cradle holds the phone.
It would be even better if his mouth lit up and like fire was shooting out of it when it was fully charged.
Yeah, if you just like caught your phone on fire, that'd be really cool.
That would be cool.
For the company.
That would be cool. Oh, and Zuplex, you wanted to know the theme of the theme park I went to, not the theme of tonight's show. The theme of it was just a kids park. It was a kids park. Yeah, Zuplex is being pedantic as always.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Oh. We apologize for that singing.
True North is that way.
Hey, how about Deadly Eyes? Have you ever seen that one?
No. Should I have?
Do y'all ever go to the movies? No. Deadly Eyes is a giant rat movie with Scatman Crothers.
Oh, yes, I have seen that movie.
I
have seen that years ago. Although if we're talking movies about scary rats, you have to go with
Willard.
Oh, you're right. That's better. But I'm going to stick with mine. Rats, Night of Terror. In fact, I even do a retrospect on it on my channel.
Right. So Willard would have been a better choice.
Just tell me that ain't the one where it's like at the end they wearing doctors' uniforms and they all got like mutant human looking rats. Tell me that ain't the movie you're talking about.
What it is it takes place after a nuclear war, and what you find out the twist at the end is you find out the twist. You think these like biohazard dudes have come to save them, and it's actually rats which have mutated into rat sapiens. Yeah, that's the one.
Oh. I'm just gonna say it for
that could be the only movie on earth that I think less of.
Really?
I just don't like that movie. I'd rather watch Plan 9 from Outer Space and think it's together better.
I have a weakness for Italian post-apocalyptic films. What can I say? They're just so deliciously schlocky.
Well,
But
like
you know,
Death Race or something.
I will grant you it was bad. It was bad, but
Like Death Race and stuff like that might be okay, but the only but there's one real similar to that that's actually kind of good, but it's got Roddy Piper in it. It's called Hell Comes to Frogtown.
I love Hell Comes to Frogtown.
You know, and it's a lot better. It's the same kind of crappy movie, but it's a lot better. Not just because Piper's in it, even though that's mainly why.
But no, yeah, I think I actually own a copy of Hell Comes to Frogtown now that you mention it,
Oh,
but
I'm sure
I
I
have
do
seen
too.
it. It's a reasonably good. I love the sort of like the subplot where they're trying to repopulate the planet, which makes absolutely no sense. But they needed some kind of plot to like set up the women being kidnapped and
Somewhere
whatnot. So
I've got the Roddy Piper DVD thing. It's got like They Live, Hell Comes to Frogtown, and some movie where he's a convict fighter or something.
trivia, by the way, little fun fact for you: the fight scene in They Live, Guinness Book of World's Record. It's the longest continuous single melee fight in cinema history. They fight for like
He actually
six
was
and a
longer
half
than
minutes.
Bruce Lee's crap.
Well, he had longer fight scenes, but he fought more than one person. You know, that there was usually adversary after adversary after adversary. He usually took somebody out in like 45 seconds. You know, there would be like some climactic fight, but it still wouldn't be more than a couple of minutes. David Keith or Keith David, I can never keep it straight. We'll go with Keith David. Keith David and Roddy Piper fight for 6 minutes and 45 seconds, and They Live.
Don't know, man. There's some pretty long fights in movie history. I
The
might
Kung Fu fight.
say.
Again, there are, but like Enter the Dragon, Bruce Lee fights many people. It's not just him against one person. You know, this is a case where the
Yeah, but Jackie Chan's better than everybody because I said so. So there you go.
Jackie Chan's good. I got nothing wrong with Jackie
Chan's
Chan.
epic.
Okay, Jackie Chan or Bruce Lee, who would win in a fight? I know what I'm going to say.
Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan.
No, Bruce Lee. Oh, come on.
No, because see, Jackie Chan is still alive because he won the fight.
Yeah, Bruce Lee can't do nothing no more.
Well,
too soon.
Provided both parties were alive and at their peak. You know?
oh, at their peak, then Jackie Chan.
Ooh, snap. Okay. Jackie Chan it is. I do like Jackie Chan, although I like Jet Li better. Ooh.
Oh, that's it. We're gonna have a kung fu off one day. And we're gonna throw all the kung fu's. All of them. Oh yeah, we're gonna be crouching tiger, hitting all your dragons and stuff,
we'll have
man.
to do a martial arts movie day one day in the future. Hopefully,
Right?
Hopefully, way down the road in the future.
Tomorrow. I think I'd just be by myself. I get it.
I'm thinking late 2025.
Oh, that's not tomorrow. That's
September 1st, 2025.
Yeah, September is known for kung fu movies.
Write that on the schedule now.
Oh, can I make another imposition on one of our yours, but I'm gonna say ours because at the moment it's our show. One of our wrenches to please give a link for Jacqueline's channel as well, because again, I think you guys would love the retrospectives. Did one recently actually. It's really cool. It was a horror show, but then they attacked it from a philosophical point of view. It was like really slick. So please check out Jacqueline's channel as well, by the way. There's some great stuff there. What was the name of the I mean, usually see stuff like Tales from the Crypt and that type of thing, but there was there's a Canadian show. The name of it eludes me. Henry Rollins was the host of it. What was the name of that show? Because there were some great episodes on that too. But I digress. But if you could let me know in the comments below. But thank you,
Don't
folks.
let him know anything. Don't help him out. Don't you participate, audience. All right, they should get you any minute now the answers you seek. I called them out for participating, so they'll do it now for sure.
Night Visions. Thank you, Night Visions. Yes, Uncanny. As you were saying that, yes, Night Visions was hosted by Henry Rollins.
I actually seen Night Visions before. It come on real late at night. It come on right after that Vampire Cop from Canada.
Sounds about right. Both shows were Canadian. Both shows
Whatever
were
night.
Canadian.
I actually like the Vampire Cop show.
You know what was a really good vampire cop show? Well, it turned out
What?
to be, anyways. Oh my gosh, Baywatch Nights started off with a detective agency, and then it just became I don't even know what. There was aliens, I think some ghosts,
Baywatch.
sea monsters. Brilliant, so good. What was that?
It was
Right?
It was
No.
David Hasselhoff's attempt to get into the sci-fi X-Files realm of stuff.
Well, see, what happened was he's like, hey, look, I want to do this really cool idea. They're like, yeah, but we don't want to do anything cool. We're going to do like Baywatch, but worse. And he's like, but we don't have to. And they're like, yeah, we do. And then they did. And then we have that. Why?
Why not?
We do. They hate us. That's why.
I still can't figure out why the early '90s version of don't tell me again, don't tell me
We need to get that little Jeopardy music so we can key it
da,
up.
da, 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 da. Barnabas Collins, come on, people, Barnabas Collins.
Dark Shadows.
Thank you, Dark Shadows. There was an early '90s a version of Dark Shadows that was really, really slick, and they canceled it after like 3 episodes. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't, and I still to this day I don't know. But one of the things it involved was time travel, and one of the things they do is in a modern day court system. They want to execute a woman for being a witch, and you go, ha ha ha! That would never happen in these enlightened times. And it's like, no, it actually shows just how easy it would be for them to go back to that. It's much easier than one would think, as I think we're about to find out.
If I was
No.
or like Chance, I would run over here and grab that big box and show you all the covers to all my Dark Shadows comic books.
Well,
I
we
knew
got
you'd know.
plenty of time.
I'm
Yeah,
not
no,
gonna-
it was, yeah.
Because
He
too much
did it
effort.
like last year, man. It was like I get this text, right? And it's like he's got the comic books. He's showing me all of them, and I'm like, that's awesome. It was really cool. Mm-hmm.
But if I was gonna really do something like that, I wouldn't just sit here and show them. I'd just pull the video up and share it and sit back and go smoke while it was on.
You're lazier than I am.
I know I'm horrible, man. I got so much stuff. I've got sitting beside me on the desk the last, I don't know, 15 comic books I've reviewed that I still hadn't got around to hanging up or dealing with or whatever. It's like, oh, I reviewed it. Let me throw it over here in the pile and go on about my business. It's
Right
just so
on.
hard to keep up with everything you got to do these days.
I was going to say, when was the last time? I'm trying to remember. When was the last time you did one of your reviews of the Dark Shadows comics? When was the last time you
Mm,
hammer those out? It's
I
been a
don't-
while, hasn't it?
Yeah. Well, I did so many, but you got to remember, I did like 10 Dark Shadow comic books reviews. And I've got a lot of them on the wall already. And I kind of decided I'd give Dark Shadows a rest because I've got like 50,000 other comic books. And
Well, I was
then
going to say, yeah.
I'm scatterbrained. I'm sitting here. I don't even know at this point what comic book I'm going to be looking at the day after tomorrow. Because I hadn't planned that far ahead in advance, you know.
Gotcha. Yeah, I find that like I'm way overdue for one of my wretched recaps. but I can't decide which comic I want to do because you have to find something you can really sink your teeth into. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So something that has to. It's I believe the Jacqueline's channel. It was Spooky Creepy J, but I'm not sure what the exact. I keep getting the messages for it, but it was referred to as the original title was Spooky Creepy J. Tracy,
Spooky, creepy J.
Spooky Creepy J.
Man,
S-
that sounds
That's
like
a
this.
mouthful.
Sounds like this guy my sister dated back in 1980 something.
Oof.
Oh,
Yeah, in
later
1980
2007.
something, I was born.
What year?
82.
I was 15.
I was little itty bitty Sarah. Hey, hey, hey.
God,
He was a good year, though.
my kid's sister was born in
Oh,
79.
was it?
You were 15?
I was 15 in 82.
I was 17.
Yeah, you're a year and a half older than I am.
Matter
And
of
I was
fact,
born in
I
August.
might be a little bit older than you next week.
Well, I was born in August of 67. What year
I
were
was
you? You were
born in
born.
November of 65.
Oh, so you're almost exactly 2 years older than I am.
I will be next week.
Hey, Snark says I was class of 86 too.
Right
Small
on.
world. Yeah.
Yeah.
Small world. Yeah. 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 See? Yeah. See? Yeah. But that was a long time ago. Although
Is being the class of the same thing as what year you got kicked out of high school?
For you, it is, yes.
Yeah, for you, yeah.
Yeah, I'm class of 2000, but I graduated, so.
I got this little piece of paper, where I took a test. It says same thing. Didn't have to go to school. Smarter.
Yeah,
but
okay.
yours says no trespassing.
Ooh, yeah. So I got
Ooh.
smarter. Mine says no trespassing. I'm like, congratulations.
Now mine says court order GED program.
Congratulations, Dad. We're so happy you got the equivalency of that thing.
Elsbro,
that
you
said
started
equivalent
college
time.
in 73?
Mm.
Dude, you can't be that much older than I am. You started college in 73. Guy would have been 6. You can't be that much older than me. Well, I'll take your word for it.
My mom just turned 70.
At least I'm.
My
Hey,
mom's
I
78.
feel better now. I'm not the oldest one in the room.
I'm often the youngest one. That's just how it is.
I always seem to be a little bit older than everybody around.
Oh, well, you're very welcome. Thanks for putting out the quality material.
Yes, we like quality things. It is good. Quality makes us happy. We find things to make us happy with quality.
Although non-quality can be good too. Some of my favorite things are schlock. So.
Oh well, yeah, like the room is of that kind of quality.
I have the same problem. I love crap. I like a really bad, crappy horror movie better than $1 million epic.
Oh yeah, me too. Me too.
I like things like Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Just special needs fun, man. It's just good times. Like Acid Pies. Like I remember that as a kid. I remember watching this with my
because it's getting late. Sarah,
what
movies did you watch for Halloween, or what TV, or what did you watch for Halloween? What did you do this Halloween since it's gone now?
Well, this Halloween I was live. That's what I did. I went live.
I mean, didn't for a whole 5 days of Halloween week, you didn't watch no horror movies. You didn't watch no scary stuff.
I did. I just kind of recapped what I had already watched. Yeah. So of course I did watch that movie. Freaking I can't remember what it's called already. Death Becomes Her. Yes. I did. I have to watch that every Halloween. It's just
Kevin
what I
has
have
a
to
good
do.
one. Fright Night. No, Kevin. Fright Night's an excellent one. Very good.
Yes.
But I know you don't. Sarah don't do much horror. She likes
Oh, yeah,
comedy a lot better. So when we get to
yeah,
comedy movies, she's gonna kill it.
yeah. Yeah, I do like comedy. It is my thing. But another one I really like too that I don't get to see often enough is Witches. I don't know if you guys ever saw that.
Yeah, Witches is pretty good.
Yeah, with the mice, the little boys get turned into mice, and the witches try to
You
eat
talking
them.
about Hocus Pocus?
No, not Hocus Pocus. Witches.
Oh, Witches. You talking about the ones in the old castle?
Well, they're in a hotel. Anyways,
the Great Witch.
yeah, and they all wear hideous things. Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that movie too. That's a pretty good one. Hocus
Yeah.
Pocus is pretty good too.
yeah. I always thought it was funny because
too,
the movie's about virgins, and I'm like, as a little kid watching it, I was like, yay, this movie's about virgins. My parents are
I watched that.
Yeah, I was a kid once too.
I've still got Halloween movies I hadn't got to yet. I've got Insidious Part 1 and Part 2. I've got this thing called Cruella. And I still got to watch the rest of the Sleepy Hollow with Burton, with Johnny Depp in it.
Oh, I love Sleepy Hollow.
And
I
I'm all
love-
that behind before I can get started on my TV shows. So, Pons, what did you watch this Halloween?
Well, Burnt Offerings was an old horror that I discovered when
Oh.
I was a kid, and I pulled that
I
out.
got on VHS and DVD.
That's it's Karen Black is one of my favorite scream queens of all time. She was just great. In fact, another one I watched again was Trilogy of Terror. I think she's amazing in Trilogy of Terror.
Is that the one with that little doll that goes crazy? Yeah, I remember that one. That would give Sarah such nightmares.
No, actually, I had this doll that my dad affectionately called Geek Doll. Okay, like whatever. Anyways, he put the bottle in its mouth and he twisted the bottle back and forth, and its legs and arms went like this, right? And it made this terrible like kind of sound, right? It was awful. Yeah, that was the doll that my dad was like, and this one will come and haunt you because you're so mean to it. It still never came to haunt me. Okay, never did. So I guess those things aren't real. I know the whole time.
Yeah, okay. You keep telling yourself that.
Geek Doll. Where are you now? That's right. Not even here. Ah.
Sarah has her own installment of Annabelle.
Right, Geek Doll.
Anything else good?
What?
I was asking Thrash if you watched anything else good.
Yeah, I rewatched Creepshow, not only because I thought it was a very appropriate thing to watch this Halloween season, but I was doing the show, of course, with Dave Sundstrom, where we talked about that. So those were my biggies. Those are the things. Oh, also I can't think of the name to save my life. I think it was just Halloween traditions. But it was about Halloween tropes in movies and whatnot, and it was actually very slick. I found that on Netflix.
You know, I never find myself sitting through the whole Creepshow movie no more. I usually just watch the segment called The Crate. I don't usually watch the whole movie no more. I hadn't seen it in years, but I've seen The Crate 3 or 4 times.
That's a great episode. Adrienne Barbeau as the sort of henpecking drunken wife, and Hal Holbrook, like he's stuck with her, and it's a great segment. It really is.
I just don't know if I watched The Crate because of the monster or Adrienne Barbeau. I'm not sure which.
Could be both. He's great too. I saw the Fog not too long ago.
Oh yeah, the Fog. Yeah,
she's so great in the Fog. She's so great.
So
of course,
I said I wrapped it up this Halloween. I watched Hocus Pocus Part 2, and I watched Part 1 first, and then sadly that made me realize how much better Part 1 was than Part 2. Because
Right?
Part 2 was like a dismal nightmare. It just made me made my head hurt. It was so horrible. I started watching Sleepy Hollow, the last thing I started watching, but I only got up to like the part where they're fighting in a windmill. I hadn't finished watching that movie yet.
I love it. I love it when he goes, the headless horseman. He had no head. Like, I know. We told you that. We all said that.
I
We
actually
told you this. You don't understand.
I checked out a couple of episodes of The Night Stalker with the werewolf, the Spanish moss murders, and Terror in the Heights. And it was really good episodes. I like The Night Stalker a lot. I always try to catch a couple of them around Halloween.
You know what the funniest thing about the Night Stalker TV series is? You don't realize how much the X-Files ripped off the Night Stalker until you watch the Night Stalker. You go, oh my God. Even some of the plot lines were taken right out of Kolchak, you know?
I'm not in the dark.
Aren't we all in the dark?
No, I'm not in the dark. I got light behind me, okay? Get in front of me.
And I did the regular. I watched Halloween 1 and 2. You know, the old ones, not the crappy Rob Zombie garbage.
I tried so hard to like the Rob Zombie Halloween, and I couldn't warm up to it. I don't know why. I think I'm just ingrained in the originals. Well,
you know,
there's
because it's garbage.
There's well, I liked House of a Thousand Corpses.
I did like the girl that plays the mother, and the one from the House of a Thousand Corpses.
Is that the same woman? I did not realize that was the same woman.
And she's also in the new Monsters as Lady Monster.
Lily.
I didn't know Lady Monster.
They're all Rob Zombie's wife.
Exactly. Whose name eludes me for the moment, but yes, I know exactly who you're talking about.
But I do like her as an actress, and she's really good in everything she does. It's just there's some garbage around her that makes it not good.
What did you think of the Monsters movie, by the way?
I thought it was a dismal nightmare. It was so horrible. It gave me an acid indigestion. It's the only movie I've watched. I had such great expectations for that movie, and it gave my ulcer heartburn.
Dude, Great Expectations was a great movie.
It was horrible.
No, Great Expectation was a great movie.
Great Expectations?
Mm-hmm. It was a great movie, yes.
The original 1938 or the remake?
No, the original.
The original?
Yeah,
I
remember seeing that when I was like 9 or something.
Yeah, well,
I was mad somebody made me watch it.
I like Great Expectations. We had a bird named Magwitch. He was a pigeon. He was a really good bird. Yeah, he was like a parrot. He sat on your shoulder like one. He did everything the parrots did. It was really cool. He just didn't talk, but.
So, some giant bird movies for Sarah, real quick. Me and her talked about this earlier. We got Q, the giant bird. Remember Q? Now that's a great giant bird movie. And
you sent me the clip to that one. I watched that. Yeah, that was amazing.
I sent you a clip to the giant claw.
The claw, whatever it was. Look, I don't remember.
That movie is awful. Oh my God, that movie is awful.
What are you talking about, Palms? That is like on par with like Birdemic, okay? It's must see. Gotta that.
Oh my
there
God,
you go.
You mean Birdemic, where while they're filming scenes, people are just sort of walking around in the background because they didn't bother.
Right? And you got coat hangers and you're fighting off the bird. Yeah.
And the course from all Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds.
The Birds is a good movie. The original Birds from
Birds, yeah. Alfred Hitchcock, right? Yeah, he was he was picking up birds and throwing them at your head. It was just
about birds.
Ow.
Where that conversation came from.
I don't know.
Or bird movies. That should be a whole topic one day.
Right?
Because we need to wait till our birds are there to squeak and squawk in the background.
My birds can always make a guest appearance for you, Dan.
Well, they got to. I'll make sure I got to play the chicken sitting over here beside me.
All right, you
Does
Maybe-
anyone know how to get rid of woodpeckers? I have a woodpecker that actually ate a hole in my house last year. I had to cover it with a patch. I took a really long pole. I took this patch, covered it with epoxy, went to stick so he couldn't get back in.
I recommend a Daisy pellet gun, 177
well.
gallons.
Anyways, seeing
That's
how
what I'm suggesting.
this
I'm
is
just
the show for my answers, I'm going to refrain from saying anything about woodpeckers. Okay.
Fair enough.
Okay. Good. Watch me for more of the woodpeckers. Nah, nah, nah.
I say Count Rodin as a giant bird. I say count.
My flock's a giant bird too. Squawk.
And on that note, I think we've reached our time.
People are dropping like flies too. So
It's about time to say happy trails, everybody.
Oh crap! Look, he just showed up though. Right when we're gonna go, look, Corey's here. He's like, "Hey, everybody! Look, I'm something here. Amazing! Stop the show for me now, quickly!"
Corey, congratulations on getting monetized, man. You
Yeah,
worked very
good
hard
job
for it.
on
You
that.
worked. Congratulations.
Yeah. Now I'll send you my bank number, and you just transfer the money and for good jobs. Okay. Thank you.
Congratulations, Corey, on being monetized. Don't spend that $4.21 all in one place. Buy more than a loaf of bread. Buy at least 3 candy bars.
Right.
Thanks for stopping by, Corey. Really appreciate it.
All right, everybody. You should go check out Chance. He's probably still alive, so go back over to him.
Tell him I said hi.
Matter of fact, I was in Chance's chat, and what I said was, "I got to go, Chance. Miss Sarah's about to do a show. I'll have to catch the replay." I said, "Oh wait, I forgot who I was talking to. You'll probably still be on when I get back, so I'll just see you later."
Yep.
I'll be back. I said,
Take
"I'll
care,
be
everyone.
back."
Peace.
Yeah.
Happy trails.
All right. Well, let me
Yeah,
play us
play us
out
out.
and do the thing, the normal thing here. And
Sit right back, it's time to show. With Pons and Dan in a TV flow. Geeks for sure with tales to tell. Every Sunday is pretty swell. Good times here, you'll want some more. Remember days you can't ignore. Kids and family, friends so dear. Join us now, the crew is here. Funny auditors save the world with Sarah at their side. Oh girl, Sunday's fun with joy and cheer. Flip side, flip, flip, so revere. Groovy shows from days gone by. Epic moments never die. Internet was such a blast. Fun with friends, let's make it last. Time to laugh and time to chat. Geek out hard and that's a fact. Sarah here to add the spice. Memories that feel so nice. Funny auditors save the world with Sarah at their side. Oh girl, Sunday's fun with joy and cheer. Flip side, flip, flip, so revere. Non-chaotic crash save the world with Sarah at their side. Oh girl, Sunday's fun with joy and cheer. Flip side, flip, let's all revere. Movie shows from days gone by. Epic moments never die. Internet was such a blast. Fun with friends, let's make it last. Time to laugh and time to chat. Geek out hard and that's a fact. Sarah here to add the spice. Memories that feel so nice.